Welcome back. We are celebrating our medical heroes during National Nurses Week.
And this morning, Ray Daniel live inside Olathe Medical Center talking to the director of hospital clinics there about their nurses. Probably a pretty proud person you're about to speak to there, Ray.
Oh, absolutely, Taylor. You know, we hear all these stories, these incredible stories about what these nurses have done, especially during the pandemic. And like you said, we have Annette Osborne here, and that you hold many titles, and one of those titles is the director of the birthplace.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how these nurses are caring for those expecting mothers during this pandemic, when you're also kind of fearful of the pandemic, COVID-19, being tested positive for it.
Right. Yeah, it was very unique in the birthplace, knowing that we still had our patients coming in. We still had patients coming in for labor checks, patients coming in that were in active labor, and then showing symptoms of potentially COVID. And so the nurses stepping up and the hospital protecting the nurses, just knowing that we had everything that we needed to take care of those patients was amazing. We have a couple educators that did a phenomenal job getting everything set up. We had algorithms. We had part of the birthplace, one side that we knew all of our potential COVID patients were going to be on that side. We had a clean side to where these patients that were just coming in labor, potentially in labor, they weren't sick, we were going to keep them on another side. We did that on our mom-baby unit. We did that in our NICU. Those nurses just did an amazing job taking that extra step to fully prepare and make sure that they were going to take the best care of those patients coming in.
That's
because
incredible.
having a baby, that's like the most exciting time. And then to do that during the pandemic, you know, the patients were scared, and our staff were, you know, they wanted to take care of the patients. They wanted their family to be there with them, but knowing that we weren't allowing that provided a very difficult situation. And so to have that support person, but then to the nurses stepping up and, you know, I'll take pictures for you. You know, we can have FaceTime going, all of that stuff. They just did such an amazing job stepping up, thinking outside the box of what can we do to help these moms and then their family that are on the outside that they don't get a share in that joy right at that moment, but yet they still were a part of that joy.
Hearing you say that, Annette, how does it feel for you knowing that these nurses literally went above and beyond? Because when you think about having a baby, you're like, okay, I want this person in the room, I want that person in the room. Knowing that they became part of that family for that moment, how does it feel for you even saying that?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm so privileged to get to come to work every day and work alongside my staff, and I mean the staff of the hospital too, because I am in a lot of different places, but we have such amazing associates here that just go above and beyond in any way. They don't even think twice about it. They just come in and they step up to the plate and deliver that amazing care to our patients.
Annette, thank you so much for talking with me. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Ray.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, something that we heard earlier is that the mental health aspect and how important that is. And what was so interesting is that nurses will actually have conversations, Taylor and Lindsay, with each other, that peer-to-peer conversation saying, hey, how are you doing? And health leaders will actually have follow-up conversations with those nurses to provide even extra resources, because as we all know, mental health is so important, especially in this healthcare field. So I just thought that was such a unique aspect that they do here as well. Taylor, Lindsay.
Especially when the stakes have been so high for so long. We're just so grateful for what they do.
Yeah.
We talked about over the course of the past year who's checking in on the people who are checking in on people, you know, and that's an important question to continue answering this morning. Ray, thank you so much.